how to claim workers' compensation in Queensland. My name is Alyssa Jackson, and I'm sharing the step-by-step process of how to claim for a psychological injury. And I'm only sharing from my personal experience, sharing solely from a place of education, and wanting to assist those who have experienced something similar and are either at the beginning of the process or going through it currently, and giving you some kind of foundation on what to expect. In the previous video, if you've been watching step by step, I had just been discussing how to prioritize your mental health and your well-being while awaiting the outcome. Again, there is not so much that you can do other than prioritizing yourself and your health while you are playing the waiting game, so to speak. Now, in this video, I'm going to be discussing what you need to actually know if WorkCover rejects your compensation claim. So if WorkCover rejects your compensation claim, you have 3 months from the date of your rejection to apply to the workers' compensation regulator for an independent review of the overall decision. Now, this is a really critical step because the 3-month time frame cannot be extended, and any form of compensation or damages will be completely void if you don't take this opportunity within the 3-month time frame. When applying to the regulator for a review, the legal onus or responsibility is on you as an injured worker to satisfy the regulator that WorkCover's decision was wrong to reject your claim for whatever reason, and that your version of the events should be accepted over the version of events that has been provided by the employer. Now, usually this would involve putting forward a statement from one or more of your co-workers that you're working with, for example, or anyone that is lending support to your argument, which now is casting doubt over the version of what your employers told WorkCover. Now, I understand that unfortunately in some situations this isn't possible because there are incidences that occur and happen without any witnesses around. There's nobody that has seen anything, that has heard anything, or anyone that could assist or lend weight to your argument and to your version of events that have happened. So if this is the case, you might be able to gather any other information such as emails, medical evidence, any other documentation, text messages, screenshots of anything that is relevant to a form of supporting evidence to your case. And you'll have to expand on this based on what you've previously shared and put together when you first applied for WorkCover. This is essentially providing all of this documentation and evidence to the regulator to essentially undermine what the employer has put forward, or essentially go against the counter argument of the employer. Regardless, your rights will be lost if you don't submit this within the 3-month time frame. Within the 3 months, you need to apply to the workers' compensation regulator for a review of the decision. So you have to put forward the best case possible, and if your review is then deemed accepted, your workers' compensation claim will be approved from the date that it was submitted. So I'm now going to explain what happens if the work compensation regulator actually rejects your review application. In a little bit of a summary, you would then need to file an appeal to the Queensland Industrial Relations Commission, but I'll expand on this in a separate video as this won't be relevant to everyone. But please watch the next video if this is relevant to you and what to expect and the legal complexities around this stage in particular. Thank you so much for watching this far, and please do share this video with anyone who needs to hear this information, and I'll see you in the next video.